to Universal Studios. It's about an hour after I meant to start, but had some issues. I am trying the phone umbrella, the most ridiculous umbrella I think I've ever seen. Had to modify it because to attach it properly, it was adding too much weight to the gimbal. So since my last stream here, this has been added. I did show this on Instagram as a story. Oh, hey, King. Haven't seen you today. Good to see you again. So for those of you who don't know, Ed, I think the last stream jokingly suggested I try a umbrella that's made for cell phones, which is ridiculous, and therefore I had to buy it. So I'm trying that today. It attaches with a suction cup to the back of my phone, but because this phone, in terms of gimbals, this phone is very heavy. Yeah, when you hold it, it's not heavy at all. Oh, hey, thanks for joining me from Atlanta. Cool. In terms of holding the phone, it's not heavy at all. To a gimbal, it's extremely heavy. So adding a suction cup and an umbrella, the gimbal couldn't handle it. It kept giving me an error. So typical me, I didn't test this out before. Also, except for those things, I don't see anything new in Hollywood. If you're wondering, if I'm not showing you anything else because there's nothing else to show. But so I should have tested it before I came out here, but I didn't. So I went into one of the stores and borrowed their roll of tape and just taped it on the back because I think that's the only way this is going to work. But you know, like any umbrella, the sun has to be in the right angle for it to bring enough shade. So we'll see. If nothing else, it's just silly, and I'm sure I'll do a review of it. But back to subject. As you can see over here, we're walking up on the Central Park area, which has two different setups of truss. Looks like that's going to be all. This is starting to look really cool. I think, because there's two. I don't know if they're called. They're not like platforms. There's not really stages. I'm surprised. I'm assuming that scare actors will be up there, but I'm surprised that there isn't, as of now, anything on the front side of that. Kind of expecting there will be, but I mean it's scary for those who actually find Horror Nights scary. To have scare actors up there with no. Here's my first content idea of the day. To have no barrier between you and them, even though they're like above you, right? But well, thank you for joining me from Virginia. Well, that's why I do all these live streams so often, because I know a lot of people would like to be here, and I get to be here, so I like to at least share with you what you see in person. Because for years I never got to see this process because I was in South Florida, but that's still a good drive to go walk around and see like 2 or 3 new things. That's an ID claim. So I'm assuming if there's going to be something, because just for scare actor safety. But we'll see. I hate this music in there. So what I missed one time I was here recently, there are some lanterns up in the air. I don't know how I missed that, but BioReconstruct pointed it out. Sorry, zooming in and out, and this gimbal doesn't work very well. I was like, oh wow, I walked right through that scare zone and I completely missed it. So over here, I'm not sure what that is. It could be a fog machine, but I'm uncertain. Obviously something that's sensitive to rain and water. These speakers have been out here for a little while. The thing that sucks about doing these multi-hour streams, I mean, obviously it's worth it because I still do it anyway, is that I don't get any money for it because it all goes to the rights holders of the music you're hearing that I don't even want in the background, but yeah. That looks like it's protecting a circuit, like not a circuit, but like a plug. Oh, it is getting a little cloudy over here. That will help a lot. Again, thanks for joining me on this walk around. For those of you who aren't aware, I'm going to say really quickly, this phone overheats very quickly, and then I can't see the screen, so that's why I'm trying this silly umbrella. I feel like it's still impacting the gimbal a little bit. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to tell if where I'm walking is just not level and the phone is level and it just looks off, perspective. Kind of like the old optical illusion of the pool table in a room that's slanted. That makes it look like the pool ball rolls uphill, but you're not really uphill. It's just your frame of reference makes you think you're looking at a pool table that's uphill, but the room is constructed in a way to mess with your senses to make you think you're seeing what you're not. Well, kind of the same way, if I'm standing on ground that's not level, but it's close enough to level, and I think it's level, and I look at the phone and the gimbal, I'm like, why is it not level? Well, yeah. I love these tacos, that Bumblebee Man tacos, but they're very expensive. They used to always be expensive, but a few years ago they really went up in price. The other thing that kind of sucks is they got rid of the I think it was Asian pork. No, I forgot already. One of the beef one. I think it was Korean beef. Yeah, that's right. Korean beef taco. The Korean beef taco was so good. But they got rid of it. So I took a photo of this recently, but I never actually did anything with it. For those of you who see this and might think, if you're not familiar enough with the park, some people who are familiar enough with the park still get these things wrong. This is not part of Howling Horror Nights. This is where Chief Wiggum's car and Chief Wiggum usually is, but they are back of house being refurbished, and this is just to cover up where those two things get attached, mounted to the ground for safety reasons. That's all. Unfortunately, no lighting for Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah, once you go through it, yeah.
Oh, also, for those of you watching live, I have no way of telling whether or not my signal's coming in, or they're setting out strong, or if it's garbled or dropped out or whatever. And sometimes I can tell because I lose viewers, but if it looks really terrible, please let me know in the chat. There's a couple of things I can try, but not much. As you can see, it's not too busy. sure everyone's in Harry Potter world.
I'm gonna go.
So we'll see. I keep hoping that we'll see the lighting for the chainsaw gangs, chainsaw scare actors that used to be in this area. And like I said before, that's often one of the later things they put up because it is such a simple lighting setup. But it is, as you know, it is now August, and it's less than a month away from Horror Nights. So, we'll see. Oh, I forgot to, but I was gonna put the chat to subscriber only to get rid of the spam I've been having lately. I forgot. It's exactly 10 o'clock, so it's too late to go over and see the dragon and breathe the fire because it's about to happen or it just did. So, oh well. This Maggie song is kind of weird. They took your teeth. I think something more practical, except that here goes somebody else knocking on the door because I think that's the only way the creature comes out.
What is the mold place?
Did you knock hard enough?
Oh, right.
Oh, look! It's as if it's on a timer. Oh, which it is. So let's go into the Wizarding world of, I mean, I know I already am technically in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, but Diagon Alley. they're probably looking at me walking by, telling them that it's on a timer, thinking like, yeah, it says a man with an umbrella and a gimbal. Oh, ain't fair.
We got Simon. Who else we got on here?
I'm the same, man. I'm just willing to make a fool of myself just to enhance my viewers' experience. So I'm not too busy in Diagon Alley. I think even though summer doesn't end until late September, according to the calendar, summer, as far as theme park attendance, is wrapping up. This may or may not go well as far as signal. sometimes I like to walk through there just for the air conditioning for my phone to cool off. I'm going to just for a moment, I'm going to pause the stream just for a moment. Hopefully the signal looked okay, but it should look better. So the only way I got this umbrella to work with this gimbal was by attaching it to the screen, which of course would, and I'm not even sure if that would work because it might still be draining the battery too fast. Well, of course it would be a big circle because it's a suction cup. Well, this is the way it connects. So a big suction cup would be in the middle of the screen, so I'm sure you can figure out why that would not be ideal.
Ladies and gentlemen, this tale is undoubtedly one with which you may be familiar. It concerns the fortunes of three brothers.
What does it matter?
brothers. I never get to do it. I'm always, you know. You can be the second brother, but be careful. Always careful. My fellow witches and wizards, everyone ready? We now present
So there are multiple ways to exit from here. This is one of the proper exits. Wow, okay. So we're gonna walk and go through. Now tomorrow is the last day of the summer tribute store, but I'll be streaming again tomorrow. So today is the last day I'm streaming that. I'm still on Wi-Fi. So I know that this truss over here has been here for quite a while. I don't remember when the center truss went in. I try to be good about noticing every little thing. That's a pretty big thing. I feel like it's only been the last couple of days. Either that or I just got used to seeing the truss and I just walked right past it a few times. But over here, outside of the exit for Trash and Furious, nothing's happened with this truss in a while. They put that up and they put the speakers up. They must have some sort of contract with EV because I don't know what brand speakers these are, but they leave the EV speakers. I know they have a contract at some point with Klipsch, which make incredibly good speakers. Even their budget ones. But it's weird. Some of these have their names covered and some of them are not. I don't know. I don't know why I find that fascinating. Well, This one has its, there goes that theory. It's a stupid theory anyway, but this has the logo covered, and it's also an electro voice, which is Evie. So I don't know why some are covered and some aren't. So yesterday I went to another Spirit Halloween store. This was at a mall at a former JCPenney. So I'm thinking, whoa, former JCPenney, that's it's a good, JCPenney's a good sized store. This must be a huge Spirit Halloween, because I was actually even... Man, I hope this doesn't happen on opening night of Horror Nights. I lose so many... Oh, they ripped that cover again. I lose so many people when that happens. Ripped that cover too. Oh man, they cut that up. Wow. Sorry, I was just distracted by something and no one else cares about. Oh, what's this? Looks like something bloody, maybe? We have a new prop here in the New York area. Hopefully New York won't play well in here, because that's an absolute content ID magnet. Sorry, sometimes I'm watching the people instead of the screen, because people kind of walk erratically. But, what's under here? So, when they're putting out props for Halloween Horror Nights, sometimes they put out props that are too graphic for day guests, and they cover them up. Even during the event, they'll cover them up. So let's go into what has been Sahara Traders, and what is, well, technically still, but it was the Summer Monsters tribute store. Oh, hey, Ed. So, Umbrella, well, it wouldn't work properly. I'll tell you in a moment here. The way it's supposed to be mounted is on a little suction cup thing, but it threw off the weight distribution of the gimbal to the point where it wouldn't work. So I'll show you an image on Twitter when I'm done. I took a picture of it really quickly, but it's, well, like any umbrella, if the sun is at the wrong angle, it won't cause enough shade. But we'll see. Oh, wow, a bunch of you are coming now. Thank you. Also, I'm glad you're here, Ed, for all kinds of reasons, but one of them which is I need someone to watch the quality of the stream, because I keep getting kicked off of Universal Wi-Fi, which happens normally. Hey, let's go see our friend Zoltar. Hey, Zoltar, anything to say?
I see you over there. Yes, you. Come on over and let Zoltar be sharing with you your fortune.
How about no? So this hasn't changed much. I wonder if that is offensive to anybody, because it's meant to sound like someone who doesn't speak English fluently. I don't know. This looks like something you use for dip, at least, according to old-timey cartoons. So I'll have the Frankenmold here. All right, thanks, Ed. I've paused the stream a couple times already, just as a precaution. Like I said, I don't seem to be able to stay on. Yeah, the way I have it, taped on, it's going to be kind of unavoidable. I'm trying, but it's going to be in the image every once in a while, because it's taped onto a part of the gimbal that doesn't move. So when I tilt up, if it was stuck to the back of the phone, it would be fine. But like I said, it exceeded the weight limit, payload limit of this gimbal, and so it didn't work. But we'll see. I think it's going to be more of a thing that I do when I'm shooting without the gimbal, so not really streaming. But this gimbal has a limited range of motion to begin with. Like I have to tilt it back to tilt the gimbal up. Are you ready for a perfect storm? Perfect storm. All right. Back to Horror Nights for the moment. As I'm sure you guys have seen by now. These awesome. As I was saying earlier, sometimes I'm watching people walking in the street. That's why I don't notice the image. Let's see, can I do this? I think so. These props were put out recently. The burlap was put out yesterday, I think, or overnight. First seen by guests yesterday. Yeah, it's a challenge keeping that out of the frame. Oh, we have a victim over here, I see. This is new as of overnight. It's probably a mutilated person here. I don't know what that is. But it says warning, and I can't read the rest of it. But the rest of the stuff over here was new as of yesterday. I'm surprised to see corn here, although unlike previous years, it's fake. I'm always amazed that Universal has put the effort in the past into growing actual corn from seed, but not like, The Curse is Real. Yeah, that was a reference. Not like The Curse is Real, but both times they've planted corn from seed, Orlando has been hit with, Central Florida. Orlando has been hit hard with a pretty significant hurricane. So obviously they could plant corn every year. Doesn't really make a hurricane come, but the joke is it causes the hurricanes. Still have no bulbs up here. I'm expecting them at this point to be completely orange all the way across. I was thinking they'd alternate colors, but I'm now predicting, and as you'll see in a moment, it's not a very difficult prediction to make. But I'm seeing, another victim over here. Aha, the story's coming together now. I wish you guys could see the floats that are going to be out in this scare zone. They are so amazing. But they're in a back of house area, which is viewable from an area guests can get to, but I don't want to lose my job, so I'm not going to show you them or tell you about them. I probably said too much already. So it looks like what I'm seeing, but obviously as soon as those come out here, I'll show you guys. Hopefully it will be before opening night. Well, it looks to me, look, the tire's flat. I didn't notice that. That is one old tire. They must not have rolled it out here. So what I'm thinking is, this tractor, again, this is very simple to put together. This tractor was hauling one of the floats I was telling you about. something attacked and killed this guy or person run, which is under that tarp, and that caused it to crash into here. I'm wondering if we're going to see some victims in the tent as well. I think it works pretty much as anything else here. It might be like half as long, but it depends. Obviously, if more people come through the queue with express line gets longer. Every once in a while, the express line is longer. It just depends on what kind of guests come through. If most of the people who come to that house at that time have express, it's not going to work as well. So it's kind of hard to say as overall rule, but most likely it's at least half as much. But either way, whatever it is, it's always worth it in my opinion. When I've gone, it's helped a lot. I wish I could invite someone to the preview like we've been able to in the past, but it's smart that they don't. Here's more corn. Again, it's very realistic, but I can't imagine. It even feels real. I can't imagine this is real corn because there's no way it would make it all the way to October 31st without being brown. Unless they just bought a whole bunch of it and they're going to replace it, which doesn't make sense, but it might be cheaper and a lot more realistic. Obviously, it's real. It's realistic. That sounded dumb. More bales of hay. Hay. I feel like this tree is going to have some orange lights in it because this tree does. So yeah, and some pumpkins over here. I'm not 100% sure the reasoning behind not using real bales of hay. Could be that it'll just kind of fall apart during the run. Could also be because guests would destroy them, because that's what guests, not all guests, but enough guests do. Whatever it is, they have their reasons, and I'm sure they make sense. So let's take our time walking through the tribute stores. This is possibly my last time through, unless I go tomorrow. But I'm not going to be coming in to stream just that, because it look about the same. Oh, hi, Alexander. Oh, this one from 11 to 9. Admission's pretty cheap.
You're supposed to find that, you're supposed to have that poster for,
Well, if I could easily remove the I would just take it off from this store, but I can't.
I did read it.
It is interesting. I know. Like I said, it's not an ideal setup. I don't know if there is going to be one, but it's interesting that the thing is here. I didn't know there was a universal picture. Huh. Guess I should pay more attention. E.T. So yes, if you're not aware, tomorrow is the final day of this store operating as the summer tribute store. So I don't understand why every time I try to tag Horror Night Nightmares, I put in the exact spelling and capitalization of their Twitter handle, and it never comes up. Then I copy and paste like the literal exact thing, and it comes up. That's weird. I'm pretty sure this was from last year's Horror Nights tribute store. The very last thing you see as you're exiting. If not, it looks a lot like it. No body in it this time. The Artful Dodger. For some reason, I thought that was Uncle Sam for a second, and I thought they were talking about the draft. I don't know why my mind went to that, but so it sounds like there's some people experiencing it for the first time. It's a good thing they didn't wait another 2 days. These are too hard to read. Sorry. I can't. My old eyes can't read that in the darkness, sadly. Still feel like this isn't a bad deal for $95. I know it's expensive, but there's a lot of detail. I mean, as you can see, like a lot of detail in this. I have a little thimble. That's random. Also, I feel like with the logo on top, that it wouldn't be a very functional thimble. I never realized until right now that people collect thimbles? Is that really a thing? Ah, here's a metal earth, and I haven't seen this before. Probably at $25 like the rest of them. It's that doesn't help. E.T.'s bike with E.T. in it. Or I guess it's not. It's Elliot's bike with E.T. in it. Interesting. I like how this started, at least from my understanding, is it started as the metal being, oh wow, it was 11 earlier, now it's 4. We still coming in clear? Because usually when viewers drop it out, it's because the signal gets choppy. As always, the detailing here is great. Jeez. Style practically skinny dipping. Alright, I'm gonna take a moment here. So excuse me guys, I'm gonna pause the stream to reload it. Just one moment. We'll be right back, just one moment. Alright. Should be good. Why the hammer's not moving? There we go. There's the Jaws Motorama. Still say this is the best Saturday Night Live movie ever made. Oh, hey Mike, it was great meeting you as well. Yeah, that was an interesting day. I'm not sure. Honestly, I think the original one. Yeah, that's got. I don't know what my favorite tribute story has been here. Yeah. Yesterday there's a few things added to Hollywood Central Park, not in the last couple of days that I've seen. But yeah, I was just showing the bodies in New York. Hopefully the bodies are held up very well, because I know some people say this, but I don't think they should let the bodies hit the floor. Don't let the bodies hit the floor. You know why? Because that song sucks. That's why. Oh, hey, John. Yeah, I've worked Saturdays many times before, but I recently, a few months ago, put in a time off request for Saturdays, mostly because of Legoland. Their events are always on the weekend, which makes sense, but I'm always trying to get the day off, and sometimes it doesn't work, so. Man, the smell of popcorn in here is strong. Hey John, I was trying to find your Twitter. I wanted to send you a message. I wanted to ask you something. Are you on Twitter, Instagram? If you don't mind. It's hard to say whether or not there's fewer things in this store, in this part of the store, because. All right, thanks. If you don't mind, I'd like to DM you later. Thank you.
Well, it's not going to be there because you have that free.
All right. And thanks for stopping in while you're working. I appreciate that. Have to dig deeper. I'm still on the fence about whether or not nice. Hopefully I will. What days of the week is that? I have my calendar up. I will be back in the supposed dry parks, that's what they call them, very soon. Right now I'm still at Volcano Bay. Okay, yeah, I'll be around somewhere. I'll probably be working in security or walking around doing park services or something. Yeah, I'm not going to go any further into that, but I'm not the happiest about that as I could. Not as happy about that as I could be, but yeah. Okay. So update. I went to. There's a big entertainment building back of house here. Oh, look at that. There's a 6 and a 6. We just need one more 6. There's a big entertainment building back of house. Because I hadn't heard it, because a few people are like, oh, well, if you haven't heard anything about the scare actor, why don't you call them? I'm like, I feel like I should just wait and let them contact me. But at the same time, I'm like, it's a different department. I'm not in that department. I'm not sure who to contact. But then I thought, oh, you know what? Hold on. And I thought, well, I could at least go to that building and talk to the receptionist. So I did that. So it turns out that I'm not going to be a scare actor initially for the run. I came over here because I just now spotted these orange lights in the tree. You know, they're Christmas lights. I guess they're good enough. Anyway, so I'm not going to be initial cast for Halloween Horse, unfortunately.
I didn't even realize it came up.
But I'm still on retainer, I guess. In other words, if enough people realize that they can't handle scare acting, which honestly I might be one of those people. I don't know because I've never tried it. If enough people quit, get fired, whatever, and they have some gaps, some characters that have to be recast. And those characters are close enough to what I look like, because unfortunately, you could be the best actor that Universal has, or the worst actor. If you don't look like the part, you don't get cast. It's 100% what you look like. For most roles. Obviously, like a few years ago with Beetlejuice, Ghostbusters, with Janine, who was actually someone who actually had a microphone and could speak, or Beetlejuice, who also spoke with a microphone that I could never understand because it was drowned out by the music. Those parts, and like a lot of other parts, sure. Yeah, there are scare actors that have to have talent, but for the most part, it's what you look like. So it's a long way of saying, if enough people quit, and if I am maybe not perfect for a role, but like they don't have anyone else to pull who's close enough, there's a chance that I might still be cast, but as of right now, I don't stand a chance. So basically my conclusion is the answer is maybe, with a heavy lean towards no. Therefore, this Halloween Horror Nights I'm going to be doing what I've been doing since 2019 anyway. Because 2017 I was working as an attendant in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The next year I was working as an attendant in Ash vs. Evil Dead. But ever since 2019, obviously skipping 2020, I am helping with Stay and Scream and Resort Priority, which honestly at this point is silly. So yeah, I'll be working it, just not as a scare actor. The only good thing is, if you see me, and I'm not like actively moving barricades, which there are hundreds of those to move, I probably will be able to talk to whoever stops by and says hi. But as a scare actor, I'd be in character, I couldn't. What do you guys think about these shows? I mean, yeah, I know it's more content, no, not content, but it's more actors, people out engaging with the guests, and you know, sure, it's more things to remember about the place. It seems more active, more fun, and okay. Those particular shows they picked, I don't like. I mean, Limbo with the roll of tape and the constant whistle. Even though, to be fair, it's not at full volume. I know. I feel like they could do something different. Although I know that Universal has something like it, but the custodians hitting the trash cans in Disney isn't that great either. But the fake film crew, yeah. Well, I can't tell if the umbrella is helping or not. It is in and out shady. Right now, I can see the screen just fine. So that's the most important part. Whether it's an umbrella that does it or not, I can see the. Oh, that was great. Yeah, lovely. Thank you for that. Okay, so right now, listen to that cable coming down the building with just lovely. Oh yeah, that's great. So this is what they call SpeakerCon. Yeah, this is SpeakerCon, which basically is what I'm saying is that is power and signal for a speaker. So I can tell you 100% that this cable ramp tomorrow probably will have another connection, and there's going to be a speaker probably right here.
Yeah, right. That's what it is. Right.
So it's not for a trigger or for like, now, of course, that it's a cable ramp. It could have other cables put in it, but as of right now, that cable that is so lovely draped on the side of the building is for a speaker, as opposed to one over here, which comes up here.
Okay, lay down.
It drapes along the building, but I mean, like, look at this. I'm right here, and you could still, you could, I mean, you could see it, but if you look for it, it really blends in. But you know, they work with what they have. Yeah, I don't know. The only other way would be to, if it's possible to route it over there where that cable is, down this way. But then they would have to run down that cable ramp. And then I've done this all the time for Mardi Gras, but it is a little risky. Run the cable along the curb, which is fine as long as it stays along the curb, but it tends to move out into the street, and then it's a trip hazard. So yeah, I could see them choosing a minor eyesore over a trip hazard. But it's briefly walking to the Born Store-tacular. That's why I'm always going to call it the Born Store-tacular, because that's what it should be called. Looks like there's nothing. Yeah, I don't know how long this is going to last, but you know, it's not too long from now that you'll be here. So I think, Ed, you asked me a little bit ago about the music. I don't really care for the fact that there's like 3 versions of the song playing all the time. Last year during Halloween Horror Nights, we had a Scare Zone with a warped version of the same music. I'm like, come on, man, put different music in. This I haven't seen before. Look at the, this is, I want to call it a quick dry shirt, but it's, oh yeah. They brought it back for the 30th anniversary and they just kept it. This is $45. It is, sorry about the, this is sunproof, 50 SPF. For some reason it has a pocket like a sweatshirt, but is very much not a sweatshirt. Even, I think it even has a hood. Yeah, it has a hood as well. So it's built like a sweatshirt, but it's a completely different material. It's very thin. Probably, but yeah, here's all the retro things. It is interesting that they have these jackets like the, I'm sure it's not the only, but when I look at these, I think of the old color scheme, even though it's not exactly, because it wasn't black, but the old color scheme for, oh, here you go, Ed. Yes, they do. $26. Ed, I'm sure you saw that the Lil Boo stuff There's another version of, I don't know how that's vintage. Looks like a maxi pad behind the studios, but well, these make more sense. These shorts, because it's, yeah, I know. I'm trying to keep it out of the frame, but because it says Universal Studios. And it's quality apparel. You know how I know that? Because it says so right there. And that's $33. Not bad. It's also thin material, like very stretchy, kind of like a rash guard shirt. Very similar material. So I'm assuming that's something that also dries quickly. Here is the absurdly overpriced cotton candy, which is a bucket mostly filled with air and a little bit of sugar and ingredients. The rest of it's air. $7. I mean, yeah, it's theme park prices, but geez, $7 for a bucket of air. These are cool socks, because it says right there, I think they're cool socks. At least those are just odd. I guess if you're wearing these, you should wear sandals so people can see the socks. I don't know. So I have the Bates Motel robes, which I'm actually not sure what the price is for these. Oh, there it is. $59.95. As I bump my gimbal. Sorry about that. Creature from the Black Lagoon. Little action figure. $25. Larger one. With interchangeable hands. Okay. $37. $37? $37 even. Some Christmas ornaments. Never Don't Go Alone. Interesting that there is no merchandise for the week. Oh, look at how much people destroyed this. Or maybe it's, has it been lit? Oh, no, it's just people been sticking their fingers in it and ruining it. Oh, earlier I said it was 6.6, now 7.7. Thank you for liking the stream and stuff. And if you're one of the many people who watch this on demand later, please like it and stuff. Thank you. Yeah, that joke wasn't worth saying once, and I said it twice. Once again, I know for a fact that there are more props for this scare zone, but they're not out yet, as you can see. A lot of you may not know that, because I probably didn't before I worked here. Some people might think at night there's one or two guards walking around, and otherwise nobody's here. Once the park is cleared of guests and the daytime team members leave, there are hundreds of people working here at night. So just one of the crews working at night is the entertainment tech department. That's who they do a lot of things, obviously. One of the things that they do is put in all of these props, the truss, the lighting. I wish I could be doing that, but I still haven't been able to get in that department. But yeah, there are hundreds of people working here at night. There's security, obviously, but actually a lot more than just two people walking around with a flashlight. It's almost a joke with the. I'm gonna walk. No, fine. I'll take the content ID. Fine. the Ghostbusters, I think it was, yeah, the Ghostbusters announcement video, which was really, really well made. Shows one security guard on the flashlight at night. I'll admit, I probably thought that's how it was myself. It is not at all. It is not at all like that. Well, obviously health services, because there are team members here. Foods, there's a lot of people in food and beverage preparing foods for the next day. There are people in horticulture, which I butchered that word, working overnight to trim trees, mow the lawn, want to pull weeds, all the things that have to be done to maintain a world-class park like this. You think about it, you never see people doing any of that because it happens overnight. Park services, right here. They're working at night, cleaning up the park, emptying the trash, park services things, restrooms. Attractions have people running, although it's more tech services. They run the rides all night long, or at least every night, for maintenance. Just checking every little thing. There are people up in lifts checking all aspects of the roller coasters as well, because these rides in amusement parks, theme parks, they've got a lot of parts to them and a lot of technology, and they're safe, but everything has to be checked to make sure it's all working fine, which obviously they have systems and things to check during the day, but they also have people at night checking parts where they can't during the day because the ride systems are running. So I don't think any of that is something I'm not supposed to tell you, because none of it's like a trade secret or anything like that. So yeah, there are a lot of people who work here every night. I have not been in a department that has what they call third shift, but I've traditionally been a night person. So I don't know. I think I might try the overnight shift. But the problem is, like I said, the department I'm in doesn't have an overnight shift, because we deal with guests mostly. Well, we work with guests mostly. And overnight, there are no guests. So, I don't know if that whole thing was interesting to anybody, but too bad. It's too late, I already said it. So, sorry you took it. During the early days of the pandemic, yes, it's still happening. There was a stage here for a while. That was the last little bit of Barney before that finally went away. I mean, oh darn, before it sadly went away. So sad. I hate to jinx it, but it seems like doing okay wireless-wise. Signal-wise, because the number of people watching dropped slightly, but if it drops dramatically, it's usually a sign that the stream isn't looking so great. I do have to reply to the tech support from Streamlabs. That they sent me a reply like a couple days ago, but yesterday I was busy. Last 2 days I've been busy with work and content creation with Spirit Halloween. See, it's 10:57, so there's a 0% chance of catching the dragon. I think. I'd have to be over there pretty quickly. Luckily today, it's been a lot of clouds. So I'm gonna make finish this lap around Universal Studios. Okay. What's that? Oh. I'm still surprised that Character Dining came back and at Louis. Once again, even though I was on Universal Wi-Fi earlier and didn't manually disconnect, I got disconnected. Don't know why that always happens. It's kind of annoying. Because, as you see, every time I have to reconnect to Wi-Fi, it pauses the stream. So I don't like pausing the stream. But that's the only way I can reconnect. But of course, the point being, it shouldn't disconnect. So I'm going to go towards New York, but I'm going to take a slightly different path from there. I'm going to go through Sting Alley. Yeah, I'm not going to go into see the dragon, it's already, and just crazy that's already 11:01. But the point is, still don't know if you guys like seeing the dragon every time I walk by, and it's enough time for me to go in there. I just assume that you do.
Yeah, it's the one in the middle.
But not today. I missed it both times. As I say that, I disconnected. So anyway, hopefully, if you're not subscribed to it, choose to subscribe. These live streams have been really good for getting new subscribers, which is awesome. As I mentioned before, not so great for revenue, but I just like to bring you guys this content live because I know it's not everybody can be here to watch this process of Fortnite's being built. That was one of the things I loved about when I moved to Orlando. I was in 2017. Was it 16? No, it was 16. I was here early enough. Oh, that's went from 10 to 7. In 2017, I was here the full year, but the 2016 is when I moved here. And that was the first year, so I moved in July. The first year I watched the scare zones come together. Oh. Hold on one moment, I'm going to pause because this went from 11 people watching to 4, so I'm thinking that it's a bad connection here. One of the few things I can do about the connection being bad is oh man. I'm one of those people who play video games with the controls inverted because it's how my broken game works, and these controls aren't inverted, and even though it's logical, oh, it's going down, not up. Yeah. What happened there? So that's why sometimes I'll like, okay, I'm gonna pan it left. Oh, that's not left. I'm gonna pan it up. I'm gonna pan it up. Oh, that's not up. When you see me do that, it's because I'm used to inverted controls. So I can't change the controls on this. I wish I could. But I don't know how well this is coming through. Close the app. Not like quit it, but it's now. I figure out what it's called now. Go back to that, and then go back to the app, or verify that it's on Wi-Fi. Other than that, there's really nothing I can do other than walking out of the dead zone to fix the Wi-Fi, or 5G. But like I said, when the people watching drops dramatically, that's another indication that my signal might be garbage. And that's what just happened. But I think I've tried pretty much all of the things I could to bring it back. So the music just dropped out, which means one of two things. Blues Brothers, cool. Or sang it. Sounds like Blues Brothers. You know we can't tell when you leave, right?
Where we going, babe?
So, how's this thing to look out? I was saying before I thought this was going to be a scare zone, but then I remembered that there was area lighting last year, and I think I said the same thing. All right, everyone, let's walk super slowly and then stand right in the way. Perfect. So there are some lights up here, but yeah, I don't think it's going to be anything other than area lighting. Woo. That's brutal. So yeah, I could tell when there aren't as many people watching, but I can't. But I don't know when people an individual like stops watching and comes back. So. It's not like Discord where I can see which users are connected. Really? I'm down to 1 now? What the hell's going on here? Wish I knew what's causing this. Maybe it's because I walked around the same park twice. People are like, whatever. Maybe I should only walk around once. I don't know. So shouldn't be too much longer before these props are removed in the extended Transformers queue. And I expect to see, at least in the past, I expect to see a Hornets bar put in here, although there's a possibility we won't see it because of the walls. Even though it shouldn't affect the bar, it just would, because that railing would be closed anyway. But we'll see. Oh, alright, people are coming back. Or you're a bunch of new people, I don't know. But welcome. I just get concerned about my stream quality when I see the numbers drop. I know, I probably shouldn't say anything because I might get 200 or 300 people watching this video over its lifetime, which is pretty awesome. But now I'm going to pause again, or not pause, but take a moment. Should have done this a moment ago. Because I got my Yeti here. It isn't the one with fur. But it's one with water in it. So I'm taking a look at water. Now the tricky part of putting it back in, there we go, with one hand. And now I am going to walk through City Walk. There's another look at what was Monster Cafe. And also Shrek's Shrek Donkey.
Pass out.
I feel like I'm doing a reasonable job of keeping the umbrella out of the frame. It's not really practical to keep it out of it completely. Just trying to minimize it. Sorry, I was just saying, just trying to see if it's actually casting a shadow on the phone or not. I think it is in the back. So I don't know. It might actually be kind of working, as crazy as it is. Oh, let me guess. It's an adult with a kid. Oh, look at that. Well, wow. How did I guess? Every time it's always an adult with a kid. If you ever rent an ECV here, my understanding is the contract specifically says you are not allowed to have a second passenger in the ECV. Now, if it's a personal ECV, obviously, you can't really regulate that as much because you didn't sign a contract with Universal for that. But 100% of the time, if it's a kid riding in the ECV with an adult, they hit that horn, if you want to call it that. Last time I was walking through here, that kid was hitting it so much that I heard the adult yell at them to tell them to stop. And look at the popcorn buckets. I like how the popcorn buckets come with a free refill of or first filling of popcorn. Free. Yeah, it's built into the price of the popcorn bucket. I think everybody knows that. But it's free. Obviously, Universal hardly the only company who does that, but still. So what do you guys think of the new turnstile, exit turnstiles? I know probably a lot of you haven't been here since then. But if you noticed, as I was exiting, there isn't a traditional turnstile, which is where it gets the name, of a piece that actually spins as you leave. Hold on, I'm just gonna assume that the signal. I've had great success with the signal in City Walk in the past, but lately, no. Alright, so now they have an electronic version of it, which is pretty good, I think, in the sense that, because the problem is, up until they replaced the actual physical turnstile, they always had one or two of them that were blocked. And I'm going to assume the issue was that they were not functioning properly. So at some point, high up, someone made a decision, a literal executive decision, to abandon the old system and go with an electronic one. I guess it probably really has zero impact on guests, because, you know, you turn something or you don't. Looks like this sign is all working again. Recently they had a large portion in the middle that wasn't. Some of those panels are popped out a little bit more than they should be, but they are working. The new Masai burger. Oh, it's sold out. Who is it? Little Nas X. Oh man, I was totally gonna watch this concert. Look at all this. I am personally waiting for big Nas X. Little Nas X, not so much. And I'm sure all the millennials are gonna tell me I'm not saying that right, but I'm old. Funny thing about Marvel is when someone wears a Marvel shirt, they're wearing a shirt from the from Universal's competitor, but it also kind of works because you still have Marvel. Joint custody. I believe this was a sign for Blue Man Group. I feel like they could use this electronic sign for something else. Like maybe display the current price of Express, also if it's sold out. There's a lot of information that probably could be put up there. I'm not sure the reason that they don't, but the reason is that they don't. Oh my gosh, words. But they don't. Another, I think it's Los Angeles. I don't think I've ever actually been to Los Angeles. I've been to LAX, which I assume would be in Los Angeles County. But then I went straight to Orange County in 2019 for, oh man, this is going to take a while. Went to Los Angeles County, the airport, to go to Anaheim in 2019. So I've been in not Los Angeles. I've been to San Francisco, San Diego, and Palm Springs. The only city I've been to twice now in California is Anaheim. Once when I was really little in 1980 when I went to, sorry guys, I was hoping the line would be shorter. Once when I went to Disneyland when I was really little, back in 1980 when I was around 3 years old. Depending on what, it might have been like before my birthday, so somewhere between 2 and 3 years old. So yeah, obviously I don't remember any of it, but I know it was there because I saw photos of it. Which also describes my trip to Europe. Went to England, France, Germany. I was maybe 5 years old. I don't remember any of it. Been to Hawaii, don't remember any of it. Oh, look at the fan up here. It's the shutter speed makes it almost look like it's barely moving. Sorry guys, I really didn't think it was going to take this long to get in. That's the downside of live. I also hope the gimbal lasts because I didn't charge it since my last live stream because it was only like a half hour. Right, the marble itself is owned by Disney.
Alright, David, push it over a little so I can scan. Pull your wallet over a little so I can scan. Okay. One more time.
Whatever works the first time.
Okay, push it out some more. Little pressure. Come on, David. Let's see you right there. Let's see you. Let's see you. Not here, the rubber band. Okay, come on inside.
Wait, this is what I want to see. This is what I want to see while I'm live streaming. Well, that was awful. Sorry. I understand why a bunch of you left. I probably would have too. That was not intended to be how it was. Usually I get in pretty quickly. So it looks like they're still refurbishing the rest of the sign. So it just says island. Island, 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 all of 5 years. Well, hopefully they'll pick up. But like I said, yeah, I admit that long wait time to get in was very not interesting on a live stream, but unfortunately, that's one of the major problems of a live stream is I can't edit anything out while it's live. So thanks for bearing with me with that. I did that as quickly as I could. So we're gonna have a chance of rain later. Maybe between 4 and 5. So I probably could have streamed later tonight, but it would have been fine. But last morning's stream did really well. And also, like, oh my gosh, this thing's loud. But also, man, could you get a little less? But also, it's kind of getting weird to see, to run into Rick like every single Saturday. I really hate when people sit above the sun.
Romania's right now is 110.
I'm going to try to show you. Yeah, this one's showing up on. Yeah, the sign's experiencing issues, and it's not as bright as it's supposed to be. So it's probably not showing up on camera. I can see it. I can see it in person with my eyes, but what I'm seeing on my phone screen is accurate. It really didn't. You really can't see it. So I'm going to go through Seuss Landing as quickly as I can, and I'll show you one of the TVs. Now the downside of the TV is every time I go up to show you guys the wait times on one of the televisions around here, it always goes to that stupid information screen about Ask Universal. Here's the early park admission schedule. Like, okay, great. I just want to see the wait times. Oh, it is projected snot over it, all over the place without covering our nose or mouth at all. Disgusting. Look, it's open now. I don't know why they don't put the sign. There used to be a sign on that post, I guess. It's never come back. Oh, you guys have come back though. Wow. Thank you for rejoining me here. For those of you who just joined me, I walked through Universal Studios twice. Obviously, I am now in Islands of Adventure, and it is actually sprinkling. There's a 0% chance of rain, and it is sprinkling. That kind of sucks. Well, Ed, I'm now testing the ability of this umbrella to keep my phone dry. Although it's not centered properly. So I don't know how well it'll work. So over here in the Lost Cause, continent, there is a wait time sign. I love when it's a 0% chance of rain as it's raining. Yeah, this is gonna be a while. But yeah, let me just look really fast. Oh, now it's a 70% chance of rain. It was 0 earlier. It's not heavy, so it's alright. It's just crazy how unpredictable it is. Someone's smoking around here. Unfortunately, this umbrella, Ella, hey, is not covering the side of the phone with the cameras. Simply because, like I said, when I put it on the back of the phone, if you weren't watching then, when I put it on the back of the phone with the provided suction cup, it threw off the balance of the gimbal. And it wouldn't work. So, although for the moment it already stopped raining, I think. So I'm going to enter, I don't have any way of telling. I'm going to enter the All Hallows Eve Boutique, but I'm using the official YouTube app, so I can't tell if the image quality is going to degrade. So unless one of you sends a chat message, please do it if you can. Or the stream just completely pauses and goes on the screen where it's grayed and has a spinning circle and says reconnect. Unless that happens, I'm going to assume that I have good signal in the All Hallows Eve Boutique. Look at the pumpkin with the bat carved into it. Got the Horror Nights backpack and hat. I've seen before the I'm assuming these are earring sets. They're really hard to see on the camera. It's $20. I really hate this entrance. I mean, it's nice. It's just there needs to be another entrance. So I see that there are still Little Boo hats for $20. These are the kind of hats that look like they're damaged and old, even when they're brand new, for reasons. And the, just flung rain all over everything. I bumped the umbrella. And the Little Boo plastic cups. They're similar to the Blinky cups, but there's no spot on the bottom for the Blinky part of the Blinky cup. They are $10, not bad at all for full price. First team member and annual pass holder discounts will apply, and if they last long enough, they'll eventually be on clearance. But you know, full price, $10, not a bad price. This Boo layered wooden sign is $37. So weird that they had all like 100 pumpkins out for that house, just randomly put out there, and now because of the one social media post, one of all those pumpkins are now internet famous and on merchandise. Alright, so it's a good number of people watching, so I'm going to take that to mean the signal is still good. feature. Those pumpkin skeletons have been up here since the store opened last year. So as of right now, this still looks like a good. Some of the nice I've read was didn't last very long. The little boo stuff, but I mean these aren't little boo, but these non-dishwasher safe insulated cups, which are otherwise nice, but that's monster for that house. These are awesome. Every day is Halloween. These are $12. It's not bad, but hand wash only. You put that in the dishwasher, all this will be worn off. I know I've done that with the same type of glass, and hand wash only, again, back in the shower. Sorry if I'm too lazy, but I want to hand wash. Alright, people are dropping out, so I'm gonna leave. Probably means that this is trash signal in here again. Oh yeah, woo! Down to 2 people watching. Damn it! Okay, I don't see numbers moving. Come on, numbers, you can do it. Come on, numbers. I don't know if I'm assuming I'm live again, but the counter. All right, here we go. All right, cool. Back to 1. Could not find the Wi-Fi network in the store.
They kind of have new.
I don't know, maybe, I never thought about this, but maybe people are reloading the stream when it gets like that. Maybe that's why it shows on here that people are watching. If that's what you're doing, it's not your end. It's something on my end that's causing the stream to lock up. Although maybe it helps to reload your end. I'm not sure. Not too busy here. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Forgot to look at the wait time screen. Not too busy today in Hogsmeade. So I'm going to say really quickly what I said before on the previous stream. It's a little bit late in the summer to say this, but if you are coming to Universal Orlando, which is the whole resort, if you're coming to Universal Orlando in the summer, you want to go to Volcano Bay in the summer. If you don't have Express, you don't have a ticket for that one park for that day only, like Volcano Bay one day, is all it says on your ticket. If you don't have a Cabana premium seating, so
You're joking.
Arrive as early as you can. It's 8 a.m. for early park admission on Sundays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Monday through Thursday, so 2 out of 4 flames are going. Monday through Thursday, it's 9 a.m. for early park admission.
Excuse me, cut to your cover.
But also stay on site. That'll also help you get into the park. It'll help you get into Volcano Bay. Oh, hey. Cartoon walk. Staying on site, it will definitely help. And here comes the rain. I think. Yeah.
Turkey leg. I want to get the things refilled. I'm usually ready for it at 3 o'clock.
I know the phone will be fine if it gets wet. But I don't know about the gimbal. So yeah, so as I was saying, if you're not staying on one of our hotels, chances are you don't have early park admission. But get there anyway during early park admission, because then you'll be in the park and you don't have to worry about it. That's all. Oh, also, don't wait till the very last day of your multi-day trip to visit Volcano Bay, because it can be at capacity, and you may not be able to get in if you come later in the day. Okay, now I'm done. Luckily, it's a light rain, so it's not too bad. It's a much larger storm, or cluster of clouds. I guess it's not a storm, but I think most of it's away from us. I would never be crazy enough to go on the Velocicoaster, but I certainly wouldn't want to do it in the rain. Alright, finally got to see it. It's 2 bars. That comment was extremely out of context, so let me just back up. I did not charge my gimbal since the last stream because it was only like a half hour. And unfortunately, the gimbal only has 3 lights to tell me it charges. So 2 out of 3 is kind of vague, but it's 2 out of 3 right now, so I should be fine. I'm only going to stay here until after they launch. They're coming around to that. Yeah, no thanks ever. Never will be me on that ride. Also, please check out my Instagram and Twitter. I'm a lot more active on Twitter because I like Twitter. I hate Instagram, but I use it because other people like it. Both of those are at that Orlando. Whenever I'm using the official YouTube app, I will always post the link for my live streams on Twitter, because for some reason a lot of people aren't getting notifications of my live streams. So if you want to be watching the live stream again in the future, it's also a good place to check. don't know why anybody would put their phone in their back pocket. That just seems like a dumb idea. Not only could you sit on your phone, but you know the reason why people don't use fanny packs as fanny packs anymore, they put in the front, is because people can steal things out of a fanny pack when it's in the back, which is what the original intention of the bag was designed for, and that's where the name comes from. It just feels like it'd be easy for someone to yank someone's phone out of their back pocket and walk away with it. Sadly, people do things like that. Well, it was money well spent when Ford basically sponsored the original Jurassic Park movie. I don't know if Ford has to pay more money or has to pay more money. They might, although it's an old vehicle now. If Ford has to pay more money to be in the park, they might not though, because they only have that because it's a screen use prop. But if not, that's free publicity right there. Quick side note, there's no such thing as free advertising. If it's advertising, it means it's been paid for. If it's free, it's called publicity. Okay, mini rant though. Man, it is really hard to get through here.
First one I see.
At least your shoes will.
I'm always surprised how well my Exploring Toon Lagoon video continues to do. And unfortunately, it's not even that good of a video. I shot it with my GoPro years ago, and I was watching it again recently, and it's not terrible. It's just I could definitely do better, and I probably should do another just re-record it, especially now that this area is being refurbished. Once they're done repainting it, and the crowds aren't as big. But today, nope, not today.
Yeah, right. Oh, look.
Well, I will say that the portion that the umbrella is over, that's covering the gimbal and the phone, the umbrella is, well, keeping it dry, which wasn't really my actual main intention. The main intention is keeping the sun off the phone, because when the sun hits the phone and it's using a lot of processing power to do what it needs to do to stream, that is causing the phone to heat up because it's using a lot of processing power, but also the phone and the sun obviously heats up as well. Only a 15-minute wait for Popeye and Bluto's Filter Parties. That is crazy in August when it's 79 degrees. Apparently the temperature just went down. No, it's not really 79 degrees, is it? Wow, it's only 79 degrees right now. That's crazy. This time of the day, it's usually at least 90. I mean, yeah, obviously I'm not saying it's cold, but it's usually a lot more, so it's surprising that it isn't warmer. Still way more than warm enough for even me to go on it. I don't know why this never generally doesn't get that much of a wait time. I've been in the extended queue maybe once or twice. One time I came here, as I say, day and time. One time I came here and I was in a fairly long line for it, and I was like, this is weird. Actually, we're using their extended queue. So I decided to come over here to show you what we call the gag trail. Oh, it's really loud over here. I believe this also was built along with the area over by Sneech Beach, area of the port of entry area, this area over here, which is now the smoking area, and what used to be in front of Jurassic Park, the Discovery Center. These are all built, I believe, for people to be able to watch what was a fireworks show that happened in the middle of the lagoon on barges when the park first opened. Over here, there's always a difference between one. Like right now I'm pointing at it, but on the camera I'm not. Over here, that bridge used to be a drawbridge that barges used to come in and out of for the fireworks show. But now that we have nighttime lights at Hogwarts Castle, we'll never have a nighttime fireworks show in the lagoon. But I'm pretty sure that's why all these areas exist in Islands of Adventure. Whatever piece of machinery over there is, it's loud. But I do really like this ride. I haven't been on it in a long time, but don't really come and go on rides anymore, in general. Hey, no swimming. I've tried to find music like you're hearing right now. I thought it'd be easy to find it on a stock music website. I have not been able to find anything like it. Seems pretty generic, but never been able to find it. Over here, I'm pretty sure was a dock for the Island Skipper Tour, which did not last very long. I know there was one over there up until the construction of Velocicoaster. But this sure seems like it could be, especially because there's a gate over here, but maybe it wasn't. But here's another great place to watch, to have watched the nighttime show. Oh, I didn't see the gags in the gags trail. little things like this down here. Gotta walk around to see it though. School of fish. There's even a light over here to light that up at night. Don't know what the two pipes are next to it though. It always seems like this is always low. Like you can see there, the water used to be higher, even in the summer. Although we haven't been getting as much rain as we normally do. Even if you look across early on in the Velocicoaster construction, you can see that the water was higher. But every time I look at the lagoon, it's below that level. I don't know why. I also forgot to look for the popcorn bucket in Jurassic Park. So I don't know what to conclude. It's been a pretty windy, pretty cloudy day. So I don't know if this umbrella is actually working or not. But I can tell you that I still can see the screen very well. Sorry everybody, I'm going to pause the screen for just a moment to do a few checks. I'll be right back. I wish it would record the video locally and upload a clean, high quality version of it. But it doesn't, so I don't know what it does. What it stores on my phone, but I always have to delete the YouTube app to clear it off. I could record the screen, but as of right now, my battery on my phone is down to 33%, so it would have been dead already if I did that. So more walls up in Toon Lagoon. A significant amount of walls actually for the refurbishment project, and here comes the rain again. Down here, this is going to be repainted over the next however long it takes, but the concrete was painted. It's going to be painted again. But you can see where it has been repainted over here. Just look at how vibrant it is. Sorry about the umbrella. Looks a lot better. As I'm assuming this is repainted. It is. Does have a lot of black mixed in with it. But this yellow isn't that great, but that yellow and all this yellow is pretty vibrant. Oh, Kathy's Ice Cream is actually, it's actually open. It's really rare just in general for that to be open because of the fact that Marvel, very, very close by, has an ice cream place. Once again, it was not supposed to rain this morning. Over here, let's look at the progress of refurbishment in Marvel Superhero Island. Another area I've been saying for years is overdue for... Now, I would think that they would want to refurbish it because they're supposed to keep it up as part of the contract. Otherwise, they will lose the rights to Marvel, is my understanding. but this, I don't know what it's considered. This is it looks like that squishy playground stuff, but it isn't squishy. But you can see it's very inconsistent. And this is the best part, better part of it. It looks worse just over here. So I don't see why this wouldn't be walled off soon to be refurbished. I also don't see why that, which is clearly meant to be a window for serving or paying it, why it's never used. It doesn't really matter, it's just curious.
No, I'm not joking.
In an area that also is going to need refurbishment at some point. I'm sure it's next. Over here. This whole area, Bioreconstruct had a photo of it from, very recently, a day or two ago. So, follow him on Instagram. Follow him on Twitter. I feel like he should be on Instagram because Instagram can allow you to post up to 10 images on a post.
I'll be with Chris.
And Twitter is still limited to 4, which is kind of fun. So I'm going to turn around because, once again, my ADD got the best of me. Well, you guys have been quiet for quite a while. I know it isn't over here. Why is the thing over here? Oh wait, I'm assuming that the drop in viewers right now is because of the drop in quality, so one moment. No numbers moving yet. Still no moving. No. There we go. I assume I'm not live until the numbers are moving, which counts how long the streaming's been going for. Oh, it's not here. I don't know why I thought. It's over here. I don't know why I thought it was somewhere else. Nope, that's perfect. Damn. I should know where the break time sign is in this place. I thought it was. Sorry, I'm blanking out on that.
It's stuck.
I can't show you guys the one in the front because it's not working properly. I don't know why I'm blanking out on where that screen is. Before it was one.
My bad.
Go back one more time. Try to get through here. So if you ever want to bypass a lot of marble, and here comes the rain again, this is where to do it. It's usually a lot easier without the refurbishment going on. Although back here is the smoking area. Now, I was saying before, this, I believe, was built as the place to watch the former Lagoon show. Walk through Cap. It's going to be tricky getting through here. Getting a lot heavier out here now. But as you can see, it's still sunny. No rainbow because the sun is too high. That angle isn't right for a rainbow. That's only when the sun is rising or setting, or at least close to it. Okay. For some reason I thought it was here. It's actually over here. Though it looks like they stripped this down because there used to be more of a frame. I'm gonna walk on this side. They put the stand.
Wait, this was for you.
Right in front of the playtime sign. Genius. I hope the stream is coming in clear because I don't know. I wonder if it's a temporary location because usually there's a frame around this. And of course, here we go. Here's the real ones. 75 for Spider-Man. On my screen, it looks like those fans are barely moving. I can't believe 15 minutes for Popeye and Blue's Village of Barges. 50 for Rips Off Falls. What the heck, man? 120 minutes for Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure. And only 50 for Velocicoaster. Only 10 minutes for Hogwarts Express. So finally I actually showed you the wait times. I kept saying I was and I kept forgetting. So I better start doing my exploring videos again because oh, hey Ed. Oh, welcome back. Unfortunately, I'm about to wrap up the stream, but glad you're back. Had to drive home, sir. That's not acceptable. You need to stream and scream. I mean, stream and drive. I mean, welcome back. Well, I will be heading home in a few moments. I know, I'm just kidding. You're just the only one who will tell me if the stream has gone in the toilet. But it's probably been fine.
Yeah, so in 30 seconds.
But I appreciate when you watch when you can. So yeah, it's been raining on and off, and I didn't really expect to use this silly umbrella over my phone to keep it dry, but unfortunately, in the streaming position, it's like maybe 30% of the umbrella is actually over the phone because of where I had to attach it, but oh well. Huh. And my numbers are going back up. Well, do you guys want me to go to any other areas of Islands Adventure before I go, or should I just risk it and go into City Walk and see what happens? Really nothing to show you in City Walk that I can think of. I don't think anything has changed externally for the escape room. Speaking of the escape room, Paramount Plus just posted a full episode of new Beavis and Butthead. One of them is including Beavis and Butthead in an escape room. I don't know if I love it. I know when Beavis and Butthead came back like 11 years ago, I thought it was just as good. But Butthead doesn't sound right to me. Beavis still does. That's a really, really weird episode. But you can find it for free on YouTube. I started my free trial of Paramount Plus a little bit too soon. It's interesting. I don't know. You ever watch a movie and you don't love it or hate it? You just like, I don't know if it's just me, but you don't really know how you feel about it, which seems weird. It's kind of that. But I've been waiting for Beavis and Butthead because I thought that they had added all the old episodes, because there's still episodes I've never seen of the original series. So I tried the Paramount Plus trial, and the old episodes weren't there. Only the Mike Judge collection. Only the Mike Judge collection, and I've seen the Mike Judge collection. When the show came back in 2011, I think it was just as good. Oh, the movie, yeah. Yeah, the first movie was amazing. I want to say it's as good as the first one, but I don't think it was. But I do love the fact that it's an uninterrupted, it's basically like a long uninterrupted episode of Beavis and Butthead, because I'm not one person who hated the music videos in Beavis and Butthead. I wanted the cartoon itself to be the only thing, and I wanted it to be longer. So, you see another feature length Beavis and Butthead. But yeah, look up I guess Beavis and Butthead Escape Room. Probably bring it up. But that is a full episode on YouTube for free.
Very nice.
There might be ads running. I don't know. I have YouTube Premium, so I never see ads. But either way, it's free. That guy liked my umbrella. Well, I guess, you know what? I guess we can walk through the City Walk. I don't think that it's available in the main store.
I hear that.
The ship's better than that,
I was about to walk in front of her, and she stepped right in front of me. So whenever you have a line like that, you should wrap it around that way instead of into where people walk. But no one was there to tell me. Just a future reference. Also, it stopped raining again. That happens in the morning when people come and get their Starbucks fix. They'll form a line out the door, and it'll go like this, all the way out there, blocking the traffic this way. Instead of wrapping around that way, because the caricatures isn't open yet. But mostly, buy your Starbucks before you get to the park. They're probably cheaper anyway. But anyway, here's some good shirts for Volcano Bay. I thought this was a women's shop. Maybe those are women's shirts. I don't know. So yeah, the umbrella is working-ish. I still don't know why people like pressed pennies. It's weird. There, of course, is kind of. I mean, it didn't completely not work. Nobody asked about it, but that guy walked by and was like, "Nice." It's keeping the rain off of part of the phone and part of the gimbal, so, and I'm going to have to end the stream soon because I have run through almost my entire battery. It's now down to 20%. I should just bring my charger from now on. I mean, it's 20%. I started at 100%. It's only 80% down, so it might last for a while, but. Yeah, I can't even sell, for the most part, Orlando shirts, so. One second, I'm going to talk to Brooke over here. Hi, the popcorn buckets, those are only in Jurassic Park, or they're gone?
If you have any left, it will be in Jurassic. That's really cute setup.
Oh, thanks. I was hoping that they'd have them over here, but as you heard, they don't know if they have any left. I don't know what that guy's supposed to, that guy's supposed to be a part of, but. I hope I see the day. I guess I will. It's gonna be a great day when they retheme Fast and Furious to anything else. Here's some more obscenely expensive cotton candy. $7 for a bucket of air and a little bit of ingredients, but 99% air. Those railings are weird because you can't even get up to them. All right, well, I'm gonna skip out on going back to City Walk just because see, I have to pause the stream just to do this. And why I say that is because when I pull down Control Center to see what the battery level is, it pauses the stream, which is stupid. Well, I'm down to 19%, which means I'll be going for a little while, but I think 152 minutes is enough. Thanks. I think 152 minutes is plenty. So, really don't think there's a lot to show you that's different in City Walk anyway. So, thank you for those who are watching. Thank you for those of you who have watched. Thank you for the 10 of you so far who have liked it. And also for those of you who will like it once it goes on demand. So thanks for watching this video all the way through and just exit through the gift shop. And remember, lots more Halloween Horror Nights and just Halloween in general content coming to this channel soon. So, that was supposed to be not as stupid as it was.